Ooh, mosquitoes. It's 8 in the morning in Portland. I'm not a morning person. When a person wakes up, sometimes all they want is a simple cup of coffee. But can you bring your own coffee? No, because the damn coffee pot's stupid. Can't put your own coffee and filters in this thing. No, stupid. What's in this? Maybe that'll help. What the hell? Literally, all of these are decaf. That's some kind of sick, twisted joke. I will find a way. I win. So it's later in the day. I found some real coffee, not that decaf horse shit. I don't really feel like, I shouldn't say that. Current state of things would be taken wrong. I don't really feel like hating the world anymore. So that's good. As I said, I'm here in Portland. Why did I come to Portland? Seemed like a good idea. Sometimes you gotta get away, you know. I was gonna bring my drone and do some cool aerial shots, fly over some stuff. But one, it's been raining here. Two, these things are right outside. If you don't know what that is, that's an airplane. And if you don't know what an airplane is, it's an aircraft bigger and more superior than my little drone. It would win. And the FAA kind of has regulations on that sort of thing. It's been cool watching the airplanes, though. And actually, I shouldn't say. Did I say I was going to bring the drone? I did bring the drone, but it is still in the vehicle. I figured I'd come to Portland, hang out, see what's going on. And there was a lot more going on than I expected whenever I first showed up, that's for sure. Coming up to the hotel, this was the sign that was on the road. So that was interesting. Luckily, though, it was a little bit further down the road and didn't block my way into the suite, which this is a corner of the suite. No, this is not my studio. I did not do this much renovation on my studio. It would look good, though, if I did it like this, huh? So metal. And I don't tie politics into what I do here. I keep that completely separate. But there is one thing I want to say, a little short piece of hope, I guess you could call it. Regardless of what side you're on, if you're on the left or the right or the red or the blue or up or the down, it doesn't matter what you classify yourself or your side as. If you're protesting against something, be respectful. If you're protesting against protesters, be respectful. Neither side will get anywhere if both sides are just simply being hateful to one another. Like I said, I don't bring my political views into this, but if you're going to express your political views or your personal views, which you have every right to do here in this country, in America, just be respectful. That's how conversations are won. That's how we move forward, is by being respectful to those that agree with us and to those who do not. You can be angry at leaders and people who have made decisions, but don't take it out on the individual citizens, and vice versa. Do not take your support out on individual citizens. If you support leadership or if you're against leadership, either way, don't take it out on each other. Work together. If you want to sit at home and watch everything on TV and eat some popcorn, that's completely fine too. Also, when walking around here, I found this. I want to know who is responsible for that sign having to be there. Who got that phone call?
Yeah, my room's flooding because I hung my suit from the fire system.
The world will never cease to amaze a person. I found an IKEA. Boing! That's nice. I'll probably go there and spend a few $1,000s here in a little while. You can get lost in IKEA. It's like a place where dreams are made of there. What is it about traveling that makes you want to spend money? It never fails. Whenever I go somewhere, I always look at Craigslist. Look at the musical ads on Craigslist, or look at Guitar Center, see what they got. Try to find local stores, because I'm not really been a fan of Guitar Center for a while. It seems that whenever I go in there, I just get depressed. The gear is 150% more expensive than it should be, and the people there treat everybody who walks in the door like an idiot. I had one guy here in Portland the last time I was here at Guitar Center tell me that the only tubes you can put in a Mesa Boogie are Mesa branded tubes, regardless of the tube model. If it's a 6L6, it doesn't matter. A Mesa 6L6 is different than any other, and all 6L6s are different. No, they irritate me, but it never fails. I go somewhere, I look it up. What's out there? What's for sale? What can I take home? I'm a gear addict. I love gear. And then I end up spending way too much money. Go home with too many toys. I could use about 4 more cabs, though. Why? I don't know. It's been a pretty dreary day here also, and overcast, which sucks, because out my window of the suite that I'm in, whenever it was clear really early this morning, there was just this huge mountain that you could see, and it was beautiful. It was wonderful. I saw recently that the band Cold is back in the studio recording a new album. I was super excited to hear that. I love that band. Their album Year of the Spider, which is arguably their most popular album, that's one album that has always been in my rotation. Scooter's voice and the way that he articulates the words, lyric choice that he finds in the gaps of the music, just entrancing almost. And whenever I heard that they were recording a new album, I got super excited. I'm looking forward to see what they come out with. They were putting some samples of the process on their Instagram and Facebook pages. It's Cold Music, Cold Army, one of the two. I think it's Cold Army. And if you haven't heard of Cold, definitely go check them out and listen to the album Year of the Spider. If you have heard of Cold and you didn't know that they were back together, there you go, just helped you out. You're welcome. I think it'd be interesting to meet those guys and to talk to them, and girl, because they're a group that really gained a lot of popularity quick in the early days, in the early 2000s and around that era. And then the band kind of fell apart, and they didn't do anything for a number of years. But now they're making the rise back, and it'll be interesting to see where their popularity goes. Will it skyrocket again, or will they have a gradual rise back up to sustainment? Because that's always kind of the dichotomy, I guess you could say, of being a musician. Whenever you're a musician, you want to rise quick. You want to gain that fame. You want to gain that popularity so you can feel the reward. And it's even more so prevalent in younger musicians who want the instant gratification of it. But the thing about rising really fast is typically you fall a lot faster. There's a saying, you can either be a flash in the pan or slow burn. And for quick popularity, a flash in the pan is the way you want to go, but then you quickly slip into irrelevance. Look at any band or artist who has been a one-hit wonder. You hear about them, they're covering the radios, they're everywhere, they're on every TV show, and then all of a sudden they're gone. You don't hear anything about them, and you actually end up forgetting their name because they didn't stick around around long enough to create recurring memories. And then you get the slow burn, something that doesn't really catch on. The wheels kind of spin in the mud for a while. There's not much traction going, and you slowly rise up. But the slow burn allows you to sustain for the most part. There's always exceptions to every rule. To have a slow burn for a career standpoint is better because it allows you to maintain that career. It allows you to grow and evolve while still on the rise. So I'm interested to see where the career path and where the popularity will go with Colt, being that they had a following and a very, very strong following back in the early 2000s. I'd like to see where it goes from here. Will that following still be there and shoot them up really quick? Or will that following still be there, yet they will still slowly rise back up and be sustainable? As someone in the music industry, my mind naturally analyzes paths and statistics, and all artists and bands are different. So it's nice to see the trends. Why did this happen? Why did this band or artist fall off the map? Why did they have a slow burn? Why didn't they catch on right away? Or why did they catch on, gain popularity, but then you just see the likes on the posts go down? This is what I lose sleep over. Yeah, I'm gonna go out, hit Guitar Center, go broke at IKEA. If I pick up any new toys, I'll have to show them to you. We'll see what happens.